80% of America's largest listed corporations use Gurobi, which is like a wild thing that like this
Yeah.
mathematical solver, it's like it has like the kind of dominance that Google has in search for mathematical optimization solvers.
Yeah.
Where it's just like it seems like the biggest corporations are just like this is obviously what we should be using here.
Yeah. And what I'll say is like the use of a solver particularly is tends to be hidden like well beneath the layers of some problem solving tool or something along those lines. And it's just it's so not top of mind, but it is we describe it as Gurobi and solvers as the engine to a car. It is, a smallish piece of the whole puzzle of a car, but I'd say it's probably the most important. You're not going to be going anywhere at any speeds in a car without an engine. So that's how we like to describe our role in that. And one sort of case study that we have that I like to put out there, and this sort of it shows the power of optimization, and also again you don't see this in the ad that I'm going to talk about, but the Gurobi solver is used in NFL scheduling. So the way that they used to create the NFL schedule literally on a board, and they would like you see a commercial and they have like little tags and they flip them back and forth, and they're like, okay, I think we're good. This makes sense to us, and we're all happy. So we do lock ourselves in a room for, I think they were saying weeks or months or something like that, and then they would do all this by hand and then come up with the schedule. Now they use the Gurobi solver, and there's a lot of time and effort to model the problem correctly, to take all of the constraints that people are saying that need to happen, put them into algebra and put that into code. Definitely a heavy lift, but then you just update the data that you use to up the parameters, the expected eyes on TVs or something like that, and then you just rerun, and then you can run this over a bunch of different scenarios, and then you can look at solutions that are either optimal or near optimal, and then you've gone from doing this. Audio listeners, I'm licking my finger and sticking it into the air, like, okay, this one seems good, to be able to like then be able to look at the solutions that really matter. And recently I've seen, if anyone watches, I watch a lot of NFL on like Red Zone and games on like that out of market stuff. And there's a commercial from Amazon, and the first part of it's all about how they use AI to do awesome stuff. And the first part of it is they talk about the scheduling. And like we could now look through trillions of combinations, which when they say trillions, that's a severe understatement. If we said more than that, or if they said more than that, pardon me, people would just be like, that's complete BS. But it is more than that. But there's zero mention of mathematical optimization. There's zero mention of optimization. There's zero mention of Gurobi. It just says we did this. And it's an AWS commercial. But so that is sort of showing how it gets sort of under recognized, which again sort of goes to the point I was making before. So
Right.
so that's one, but we claim 40 other, over 40 industries use us specifically. Even more are using optimization as a whole. So it is everywhere. You just don't know about it because it's typically buried.